Cancers, my sister water sign. The only water sign I do not have in my chart. I have a boatload of Pisces and a boatload of Scorpio, but I have no Cancer at all. Cancer, this is going to be your reading for Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. Our full moon in Taurus day. I'm using the Fenestra Tarot, which I got to herald in the milestone of 2,500 subscribers, over 150,000 views of the videos, and over 14,700 hours of the videos watched. You guys are wonderful, utterly amazing. I truly appreciate you. I cannot express it enough. I really do. I truly appreciate you, and I hope that all of these hours that I put in delivering these free readings express to you just how much I appreciate you. I have decided to open up 15-minute readings available on my website between now and Monday midnight as a thank you for all that you guys have been doing, all the comments, all the likes, all the shares, all the subscribes. They will be available between now and Monday midnight. Please keep in mind that the turnaround time on the video could be up to 8 days just because of my regular work job and the renovations in my building, but I've been turning them around within 1 to 3 days right now. So once again, that was EmpressMoonTarot.com. Cancer, I'm feeling like we need to split the deck for you too. I felt that way for Capricorn and Gemini. Everybody else, I've been doing jumper cards. I feel strongly yours needs to be a split deck. So we'll see what the cards tell us. Hope everybody's wonderful. Had some really great readings, only 2 tough ones for October 24th. So let's hope yours is a great one too. Like I said, not taking jumper cards. Those ones flew. Okay. Feels good. All right, Cancer, October 24th. Okay, Cancer, we have central to your reading, we have the 5 of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the 2 of Swords and the Hierophant. All right. I'm seeing 2 different messages in here. So our base energy is the Hierophant. I don't know if you can see that. These cards are a little difficult to see, but it's absolutely stunning. We have some sort of spiritual leader sitting here upon this throne of some sort. And then there's 2, what appears to be acolytes sitting before her. Is it a her or a him? That doesn't really matter. But this card has to do with spirituality. It can have to do with spiritual matters, or it can have to do with a committed relationship. We're moving to a more committed relationship, especially with us having 2 people here. Central to your reading, we have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is a very selfish energy. It's, you know, one where either you or the other person, because this reading is involving 2 people. I have a duality here, a duality here, a duality here. There is some sort of decision that needs to be made, and there's a lot of confusion. We have the Moon, the Moon, the Moon represented behind the Hierophant here. So there's a lot of, you know, it's a selfish energy. Like you could be holding back emotions, or they could be holding back emotions, or you could be holding back information and keeping secrets. You know, there could be some sort of deception here. I'm feeling more like it's a communication issue. So here in the beginning of the day, we have the Moon card. We have, which the Moon card can be Pisces or Cancer. So this could be you. or you could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could be dealing with a Taurus. But keep in mind that any of us can display any of the energies of other signs at any given point in time, Cancer. So try not to get hung up on that. With the Moon card comes, you know, a sense of mystery. So I'm just gonna discuss what the cards are about, and then I'm gonna give you the two different messages. So the Moon card can be a sense of mystery. It can be a sense of, you know, moving forward, not being able to see where you're going and being very confused about that. Where your path gets illuminated as you take each step. And then towards the latter half of the day, we have an energy of feeling very guarded with your emotions, you know, holding back, not letting somebody in. A great deal of confusion, a lack of trust. Sometimes it's of our own making, sometimes it's a result of circumstances. So let's cover two messages. One will be the message regarding relationships, and I'm going to leave that one for last. I'm going to hit the other message that I also see in here first. Cancer, I see that possibly a few of you, maybe several of you, are struggling with what to do in your life from a spiritual perspective. It's as if you're trying to connect with your higher power, or you're trying to connect with spirit guides, or you're trying to develop some sort of spiritual practice in your life. And you're feeling a great deal of confusion about it. It's possible that other people, we have this Five of Swords energy, other people could be expressing that they don't share your beliefs. They could be communicating to you in a way that makes you feel as if your beliefs are being belittled, as if they're not taking you seriously. And towards the end of the day, you're up in your head about it, and you're like, well, gosh, I better not talk to anybody about what I believe, because it's being met with all kinds of backlash from people in my life. You could be considering, you know, making a change in your spiritual beliefs, or you could be really questioning what you believe in general. It's possible you may want to follow in some sort of direction. Perhaps, you know, if you're following a Christian faith, maybe you want to become a pastor, and, you know, you're being met with, you know, issues there. If you're following, you know, more of a deep spiritual following, maybe you want to start the tarot, and people don't agree with you about it. Or, you know, maybe you want to become some sort of spiritual guru, and you want to move somewhere to learn from somebody, and that's not being met with, I don't know where the spiritual guru thing came from, but apparently somebody needed to hear that. You know, and you could be being met with a lot of vocal opposition to it. It's like nobody's standing in your way, but they're expressing their opinions to you, and it's not going over too well. It's leaving you in this feeling of, you know, not being able to open up to people, as if you have to guard what your thoughts and your emotions are. And that's putting you in a state where you're not going to do anything. You're just going to sit there and do nothing. And you can't have that, Cancer. You need to be confident, you need to be bold, you need to believe in yourself, and believe in the direction and purpose you have in your life, whatever that might be. Now, with regards to relationships, it looks like somebody may be struggling with what to do about whether or not they should offer a commitment to somebody, or they should enter into a committed relationship with somebody. If you're married, you could be wondering whether or not your marriage is going to survive. You could be dealing with some issues there as well. But the beginning of the day is met with a great deal of confusion about this relationship. A great deal of confusion. And you're going back and forth. You know, we see, one of the reasons I like this card so much is, you know, it shows that kind of duality of Pisces, your sister sign, where they kind of like, one minute they think this way, and I'm a Pisces, so it's okay for me to say this. One minute they think, you know, this direction, and the next minute they think the other. It's kind of like, you know, strong duality there. And so it creates a great deal of confusion. And you're having some struggles being open and honest with one another about your feelings, and being open and honest with one another about what you want. and it's leaving you feeling vulnerable and feeling as if you can't open up to the other person. It's almost like you're afraid to express your emotions, you're afraid to express what you want, and that you don't have the confidence to stand up and say, well, you know, this is how I perceive a committed relationship to be, or this is how I perceive, you know, what I'm looking for. And you need to have some strength and be able to open up and have open, honest communication. So for those of you that were dealing with a spiritual related issue, you know, you really need to seek guidance from your higher power and from within your own intuition and your own self to determine which direction you need to head in, and try not to get stuck in this, you know, mental, you know, kind of stalled state. For those of you that are dealing with a relationship issue, communication is essential. Open, honest communication. And that means honest, active listening as well, okay? That does not mean trying to like formulate how you're going to respond and being defensive. It means being open, honest, and humble. Okay. I'm going to take a mystical wisdom and a romance angels because I see two different directions here. Cancer, please, Spirit, Cancer. Those that are dealing with spiritual matters. Cancer. Looks like this applies to both. Peacock, raise your standards. You know, only you're the one that can determine what you will accept in your life and what you won't. And one of the standards that you need to be concerned about is whether or not you're going to allow people to treat you in a manner where your voice cannot be heard. You know, you need to raise your standards with your loved ones and your friends and say, you know, I'm not going to take, you know, your verbal backlash on me moving in this direction. It's my beliefs. Okay, Spirit, regarding those that are dealing with relationship issues, please. You deserve love. You're lovable. Look at that. Oh, okay, Cancer. So if you're dealing with a relationship issue here, this feeling that you get, you know, where you feel guarded, it may be because you feel that you don't deserve this, or it may be because you're not expressing yourself in a way that says, you know, I value myself, and this is my position in this particular circumstance, or this is my position moving forward towards a committed relationship with you. Know your value. Know your worth. You deserve love, Cancer. And you are lovable. Absolutely beautiful. If this did not resonate with you, please check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for additional insight. If you need a personalized reading, visit my website, empressmoontarot.com. Once again, weekly special 15-minute readings will be available till midnight of Monday. And please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Have a beautiful day. See you soon.